When you see the pure light of God's consciousness, what you see is that the One is the source of all things. This pure light of consciousness is very much like a white light shining through a prism. As long as you are standing on one side of the prism, all you see are the different colors and variations and frequencies of light creating all these forms. So you really can't perceive the true light that's beyond the prism. But remove the prism and suddenly you are struck by this purity, this pure white light of consciousness. And so that's very much what it's like. Whereas right now within the ego, you are perceiving all the colors and the frequencies through the prism, you cannot comprehend nor even imagine the purity of the consciousness and the white light that resides beyond the prism. But remove that prism for even a moment, and you will see the source of all these different colors. You will realize that although this world is of the light is not of this world. So this world exists in God, and God exists throughout, but God is not of this world. So when merging with God's Spirit, we perceive the One, the pure vibration, the pure consciousness that is holy, and we perceive how the physical realm exists slightly removed from God's perfection, and that is Maya. Maya is a distortion of God's perfection that keeps us in blindness, and it is of God and by the higher will for the purpose of creation. And there are levels of Maya just as there are levels of creation. Yet God's purity exists throughout, and by that, existence is sustained. So although the perfect exists here and now and sustains all things, this illusion we are under is of the individual imperfect self. Although the pure light exists throughout the rainbow itself is less than the pure light. Although the pure light exists on the other side of the prism, and nothing we see around us can exist without it, it remains hidden to us. It is not what we can see or perceive as long as we are gazing through the prism. The prism is internal. It is the ego. It is the Maya dwelling within you, the distortion of the impure mind. And so it is through purification of the mind, which leads to purification of the heart, that we bring our vibration into alignment with the One, and the pure light can be seen through the heart, which is the seat of our being and the gate of eternity. So what is the pure light? It is love of the most divine quality, which is Mahashakti, or the Holy Spirit. All of these things are love. And so what is the egoless state? It is only love. And so in trying to discern the ego within a man or a woman, as we try to perceive the pure light through a prism, look at their capacity to love. The more pure and unconditional our love for others, the less ego there is to perceive, the more we are seeing the divine self. And so this is spiritual purity, liberation, salvation, enlightenment, or attainment of the Tao. It is only love. And so dismantling the ego or dismantling the prism means growing and cultivating our virtues and our capacity to love. There are many who seek God or the vision of God, but there are few who seek only to love.